Leo la yun. Leo la yun. What's going on, Leo, and welcome to March 2020, your reading here. If you're new to the channel, hey, what's going on? I'm glad we found each other. And if you are returning, thank you for rocking for yourself and putting the work in. And also thank you for rocking with the channel and believing in it, okay? All right, Leo, before we get started here, as I was meditating on your guys' energy, the date March 20th came up. Not sure if that's of any significance for any of you out there, but I'm letting you know what came through, okay? All right, Leo, let's hop into your spread. Leo, this month there's a real need to look at or to understand where doubt comes in for you, when it happens, when you manifest it, when you exhibit it, and how you exhibit it, Leo, and to understand what doubt is, in a general sense, and also to what doubt means for you, and to notice when it comes about and when it is expressed by you, what seems to be the common denominator that brings that doubt up, or even you feeling emotionally that doubt, what's the common denominator regarding all of the times or the consensus of all of the times that you, have doubt or you express it, right? This month, Leo, you are very in a how can I say this? You're in a very propitious, okay? You're in a very propitious or advantageous position right now. You are trying to manifest something, whatever that may be for you, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's money, whatever it is, you're trying to get things together, trying to make this thing happen. And it's something that you really, really want, Leo. And I mean, you're a go-getter, Leo. You go out there and you'll do it, Now, in me saying that, Leo, yeah, that's true. Interesting. Okay. Leo, you rule the fifth house. You're ruled by the sun. At least the zodiac constellation or the zodiac sign is ruled by the sun. Now, Leo, you're always in your own element. You are a flame that will never be put out or that can never be put out. You are not concerned with other people's thoughts or opinions of you. It doesn't even cross your mind, which is a good thing. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. Absolutely not. It makes you who you are. And a lot of us can really learn from that. When you want to do something and you're very focused, boom, you go right for it. And if everyone's like, no, it's lame, or that's, why are you going to do it like that? You're not even listening to them. You're like, bitch, we going straight. You have that divine impulse within you, to express yourself like that. And it's great. That serves an evolutionary purpose. Don't get me wrong. In me saying that, Leo, this month, I really feel that you are, you're being asked by God, by source, by Christ consciousness, whatever you want to call it, whatever it is for you. It's all the same thing. That to understand divine timing and to understand and work with and being that co-creator with God, with source, to manifest in a sense your dreams and your desires, and to manifest what it is that you are, to honor your incarnation, because I feel like there's something here regarding that. This is one of the very first steps, or it's a big step within that process, of honoring your incarnation. What I'm trying to say here, Leo, is learning about and understanding divine timing. Now, why I kind of brought up describing you being a flame that won't be lit out, and you're not concerned with other people's thoughts and opinions of you, is because, Leo, when it comes to being a co-creator with God, with source, a lot of there's a lot of cooperation within that process. And maybe since you have this natural evolutionary inclination to, not be concerned with other people's opinions and thoughts of you, right? And of your endeavors, that may kind of seem to kind of get in the way a little bit, you meet resistance when divine timing is being set up for you and when it is trying to be established for you, right? Because it's all about divine timing, and a lot of, people may kind of ask well, what do you mean divine timing? I make the timing, absolutely 100%, but divine timing actually puts you in a position where it is most favorable for you and where it is the most successful timeline to go down, the most successful and most probable option or possibility to go down, you know? Leo, it's like okay, interesting. That's weird. Okay, you can just, or I can describe, divine timing like this. Like, let's say you need to get to a destination, right? But it's like 40 miles away, and in order for you to get there in time, you need a vehicle, obviously, to get in, or someone to take you to that destination, or else you won't make it in time. The vehicle is divine timing, and the destination is where you're trying to get to. I hope that makes sense. That just kind of popped in my head for you here, Leo. But it's all about working with God, working with source, and having the patience and really understanding the difference between when it is other external people, places, and things, when you are not concerned with their opinions about you, or their opinion about your endeavor, right? And when it is source, and when divine timing's there. Because I feel, Leo, that maybe in your life you have experienced a lot of times and moments when, like, you were ready for something and then you jumped at it, and it just didn't work out, or it went left, or it just wasn't favorable, whatever the case may be. It didn't, it wasn't, there was an interruption of some type. So I really just feel this month, Leo, that there's a real big stress in recognizing divine timing and knowing, Leo, and trusting, because it is within you, and you are God. God is you. It's a co-creating process, and to know that, like, it's all about divine timing, and to trust in the divine timing. And when things seem to go astray, when things don't seem to work out as, like, maybe, let's say, like, to accomplish your goal, there's like 4 steps. If the first 2 steps don't seem to go as planned, it doesn't necessarily mean, Leo, that it's all going to go to shit, or that it's all just horrible, or it's all not going to work. And sometimes, Leo, we need to understand when, and to tune in with our intuition, when to take a step back, when to be receptive, and when to be ambitious, and when to take a step forward, because a lot of the times, Leo, like, I don't want to say a lot of humans, but a lot of us, maybe we ruin, in a sense, or maybe we alter unfavorably divine timing. And it's a little bit kind of difficult to understand when it's coming up for you. But when it's coming up for you, Leo, when you have to push so hard at something, when you have to I'm not saying, like, when you have to give it your all, but when you have to, like, tackle this obstacle and then tackle that obstacle, but when it becomes really extreme resistance on your end, or you trying to accomplish it, right? That's when then you have to look at the situation and take a fall back, and maybe that's the way that divine timing works with you or for you, 1 second, Leo. Okay. Sorry about that. I had a little cough there. But anyway, so yeah, Leo, it's just really recognizing how divine timing works with you and where it works with you, and recognizing it, because divine timing is everything. It's natural law. It's how it all works together, and always trust in it, because it is the best and most probable and most favorable outcome or journey to get you where you're trying to get to. So I feel like, Leo, like, in you not recognizing divine timing, and when it is here, and when it's, trying to be given to you and implemented for you, you may kind of lose, like, emotional hope, or emotional hope, and or emotional vigor and excitement for obtaining whatever it is that you're trying to obtain, or whatever the goal is at that time. And also, too, like, if it doesn't seem to work out the way that you kind of expected it to, okay, yeah, that's right. Also, too, Leo, divine timing will always be the exact opposite as to what we expect it to be, or how we would like it to be, right? Because that's the beautiful thing about it, Leo, is source, God, whatever you want to call it, knows what is best for us, and knows what will ultimately make us happy, when it is not even in our own awareness, or it is, like, subconsciously there. Hope that makes sense. So in that process, what I was trying to say here was you may lose vigor for trying to obtain it, or if like let's do the four step thing again. If four steps are there and then you take two and it just didn't work out, and you're probably like, fuck it, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? And then it's like you lose interest, you lose hope, you lose inspiration to continue moving forward. But it's just it's an alteration, I feel, of like your perception of it. And then that's when it's needed to take that, like I said, that step back, right? But whatever this is, Leo, it's very positive for you, and you have all the tools necessary right now, Leo. But I just heard, but it's still a cooking, so it's still cooking for you here. Leo, look, you have the world card here. I mean, shit, this is great. You know what I mean? This is completion of a cycle. This is the last major arcana, Leo. This is a great card. This is like meeting that destiny in a sense, And then you have the Wheel of Fortune reversed here. So it's kind of like you're not seeing that luck is on your side. But then you have the Magician here as well. So, it's like having all the tools necessary, to manifest everything that you need to do. You have all of the elements there. So that's what I'm saying, Leo. This month, it's really just recognizing that divine timing, really, and developing a new emotional outlook on recognizing it, and when to take a step back and be receptive, and when to take a step forward, and when to be ambitious. Having a balance between your masculine and feminine energies within you. And to also know too, Leo, like, this obviously wanted to pop out. Yeah, the Queen of Wands, exactly. Trusting your intuition, knowing your limits, Leo, in terms of knowing when, like I said, when to be assertive and not aggressive, and knowing when to abandon ship, or when to be receptive. Interesting, Leo. It's the Knight of Pentacles reversed here. It's almost like you just want to like rush it or something. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Temperance right here. Okay, yeah, it's really having a balance between your inner masculine and your inner feminine. We just went over that, and also to being showing humility, and knowing that this process is going to bring a lot of humility to you, or it's going to teach you a new level, a new understanding of humility, and trusting and working with divine timing has a lot to do with humility, and knowing that, when your ego comes up and when you're like, fuck that, I want to go forward and I'm going to do what I need to do. And when all of that happens, that's the opposite of humility. And you learn humility through divine timing. So I want to pop out maybe like a couple more cards for you, Leo. Let's see. And it's just really knowing that the cycle's here and it's going to end. You're going to meet whatever it is that you're trying to meet. It's just, like I said, it's all about recognizing divine timing and trusting. Interesting, okay. Yeah, the Two of Wands reversed. It's very interesting, Leo, that this card pops out, because I was just about to say before it popped out, like, even Leo, like, the stuff that the bottom of the deck, yeah, Eight of Swords reversed, to release yourself. Okay, yeah, interesting. To release yourself from like mental entrapment. Okay, Leo, when we quote unquote pray for something, or when we, however that works for you, or however you do that with God, ask for something, be mindful, Leo, of how you ask for it, in terms of like, try not to, Leo, ask for something like, I really, really want this. I really, really want this. It's okay to have that, desire, and it's okay to have that like ambitious spirit for it and that optimism for it. But always, Leo, it's advisable, let's say, to always pray, however you do, and ask for something that is of your highest good, or for your highest good. Because you may, Leo, be asking or praying for something that may not be in your highest good, or may not be the best option for you, or may be very limiting as well, or maybe you're praying for something that's, below what you can get, that is bigger or greater, So that's very interesting that popped out, or that came through for you, Leo, like those two cards too as well. It's just very interesting how it all worked out. But ask for something, Leo, like, be specific, but at the end of it, say, if this is for my highest good, then please allow it to come through and guide me in the process of obtaining it. Because like I said, Leo, we can be like, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. And then when we don't necessarily get it or obtain it, it's actually protection, right? But then we can view that as being like, oh, well, I don't know why I asked for anything because it never comes anyway. Like, you know what I mean? The ego starts to come in, and it's a shift of perspective, Leo, all in all this month, I feel. And learning and understanding that divine timing is the only time that really exists, All right, Leo, I have here in this little bucket here a bunch of very profound or famous quotes from a couple of philosophers, Epictetus, I can never say his name. I don't know why. Jesus. Epictetus, Seneca, Plato, and Aurelius. So let's see what pops out for you, okay? I have a bunch of them in here. Let's see. Leo. What do you have for Leo? Leo for the month of... Oh, okay. Well, we got 3. One flew way over there. I'm going to go ahead and take that one. We'll put those 2 back. So this one here, let's see. You can kind of see it, but I'm going to try my best here. You want to read it? Right? Okay. So it says, Leo, if you really want to escape the things that harass you, what you're needing is not to be in a different place, but to be a different person. That's by Seneca. Very interesting, Leo. Let me read it again. If you really want to escape the things that harass you, what you're needing is not to be in a different place, but to be a different person. Very interesting, Leo. I like it. So it's all about divine timing this month, Leo, and understanding that it's for your best good, and it always will be. I like to think of like, Source God guiding us and directing us. It's like the fault-proof parent with like the best parent and perfect parent handbook. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, why would we not trust it or him, or it in that process, All right, Leo, that's what I'm getting here for you for March 2020. If you'd like to book a personal reading for yourself or see whether there are services I offer and to get a hold of me and all that good stuff, go to visit intuitiveperceptions.com. And all of that's in the description box below there for you, Leo. You can also get a hold of me on Messenger, Facebook Messenger. That's below as well, too. And check out the offer that I'm providing for the Amazon wish list offer that I have for you guys. All right, Leo. And also, too, if this video helped you and assisted you in any way, go ahead and smash that like button and let me know. All right, Leo. We'll see you next month. And as always, God bless and love and light.